On everybody, Advisory Lizard here, back again with another video, not 2K related for once. This is going to be about the MUT 21 database that just got updated. I believe it was last night. We finally have all of the cards and their overalls except for, I believe, Cam Newton, who for whatever reason is not on this list anywhere. As you can see, even if we go boom and we go quarterback, boom, filter, and let's see, they just does not exist. For whatever reason, Madden was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna put Cam Newton into the game. Don't like him. But regardless of that, if we're looking at all the cards coming out, figured we take a look at some of the skill positions, some of just the positions that I think you're gonna find more value in, who you want to pick up day one, who you want to stay away from. And we'll start, we're already here, quarterback. For most of you, if you pre-order the game, you're gonna get this Lamar Jackson 21 reward card. Amazing card, 88 speed. Don't know how overpowered the run game is gonna be this year, but if it's anywhere like it was last year, this Lamar is gonna be a beast, especially the fact that, you get him for free and his power up for free, so you're gonna start off in the 87 overall quarterback. Mahomes is always a decent option. His release was kind of funky last year. Along his speed isn't the greatest for Mahomes, but I mean, it's still Patrick Mahomes, who's very good. Russell Wilson's always a solid option if you're not getting this free Lamar, but him being an 87, I see his value being quite a bit. As we scroll down, Daniel Jones is a theme builder, or team builder, depending on if you're making a Giants team. He was a good card last year. It just depends on how you play. He's more of a run and gun type guy. Tom Brady, never really good. If you use Tom Brady, comment down below and tell me how you use him, because I've never been able to use him in MUT 20. Like, it was just impossible. You got Teddy Bridgewater, who's a very, very solid card as well. Drew Brees, I mean, really slow again. Big Ben. There are a lot of cards in here I think that could be usable, but I mean, for the most part, if you want a good QB, I'd go Patrick Mahomes, Russell Wilson, or Lamar. I think those are going to be your best choices. And even if we go over one page, you really, even as far as the golds go, there's no one really. I mean, maybe Kyler Murray wouldn't be too bad with that 83 speed, but that just depends on how good the run game is. Of course, you got Joe Burrow, will be a good investment piece if they have a season. And we'll move on. We'll go to the halfbacks now. Take a look at what we got here. What's popping? Of course, Christian McCaffrey, best halfback in the game off the rip as far as overall goes. Decent break tackle, really fast. Has some good speed, really good agility with that 89 agility. Then we got Derrick Henry as well. If you look at the two, McCaffrey is going to be able to catch more. Obviously, I mean, if you watch football, how they are. I'm not a big football guy. Don't really watch it a whole lot, but I know enough to get me by. Whereas Derrick Henry is just going to be that power guy, just trucking through everybody. As you can see with the break tackle stat, where Derrick Henry's got 86, while McCaffrey's only got 78. Carrying very similar, but Derrick Henry's agility is just not there. Then of course we got Eddie George, who is one of the team captains this year. This card looks really, really solid. I'm not sure that I'd take him as my team captain, but especially with all the great halfbacks that are out there that are going to be legends and this and that. But I do think he's going to be a very viable option at the start for a free card for anybody that doesn't really have the coin to buy the card, or doesn't get any good players. Then after Eddie George, we got Nick Chubb, who once again basically is a lot like Derrick Henry, just a little bit more agile, I want to say. So that would be a good option for anybody. AP, an NFL Epics, I'm not entirely sure what the set's going to be. I didn't really watch much, so I'm just basing it off of what I'm seeing in front of me now. Zeke, he's kind of that in-between guy. He's like McCaffrey, but not, so he might be a little cheap, but you know how Madden prices are off the rip. Most of these are team builders, and then we'll go one more page to take a look at the last ones. You got Aaron Jones, pretty decent. Le'Veon Bell is always good. Dalvin Cook is always a very solid option. He played extremely well last year. Stats don't look very good this year, but he's very elusive. Basically just an elusive back. Then you got Saquon, who's always goated. It's always good to buy cards as an investment because we're probably going to get a good Saquon, like we did last year. You know there'll be a good Derrick Henry. You know there'll be a good Nick Chubb. Like, you know there's going to be certain players that are going to be good. Raheem Mostert, if anybody used him last year, I had a 49ers theme team. He was a beast, extremely fast. His jukes were amazing. Of course, you got Todd Gurley, who's kind of iffy. Damian Williams could actually be a good card. He had a good card last year. Alvin Kamara, once again, another speedy card. Not trying to speed through this, but have a lot of positions to go through. So as far as halfback goes, it's really up to you, personal preference, and how much you can get them for. But if you could go, I mean, I'd say if you want, I'd go Christian McCaffrey is your best choice for an elusive back. And then if you really are elusive and catching back, but if you want someone that's going to be, you know, that Eddie card, or that's going to be kind of in between, I'd say that Eddie card's probably your best bet, as now we're in wide receivers. We got Michael Thomas, who's going to be overpriced. This card really isn't anything spectacular. Nothing's really jumping out at me at this. I mean, catching is whatever. It never has really mattered in Madden. The route running's there, but You got DeAndre Hopkins, who's always a good card, but he's always not the fastest or most athletic. Tyreek Hill, this is going to be the most expensive card. If you pull him early on, I am telling you right now, sell him. You do not want to keep this card. He's got great speed, all right catching, all right route running, but this card is going to be worth a bunch. As now, of course, we get to the next team captain. Team captain, Ed McCaffrey. I'd avoid this card. I'd much rather have the halfback. There's so many good wide receivers that we know we're gonna get in the game that, excuse me, that Ed McCaffrey really isn't gonna be a viable option. Devontae Adams, my favorite so far, I think, from what I've seen, is gonna be Julio. Very well-rounded card. Good speed, decent route running, good catching, good jumping. Like a very well-rounded, and only in an 86, but he'll still probably have some value. Which will kind of be tough. Of course, we got NFL Epics, Larry Fitzgerald, Stephon Diggs, decent card, decent speed. And then we got Mike Evans, who's a beast last year. This would be a good investment card if he's not worth a bunch, because he is 6'5", which is very tall. Good spec catch, good catch in traffic, decent speed, very good jumping, all right route running. Not the best as far as that goes. Let's go through, and we got Odell, of course. Very average card. I mean, I hate to say it, but his card just is not. It does not look appealing to me. He didn't play very well last year either, so I get it. And we got Adam Thielen, once again, not a very appealing card, along with Keenan Allen. Chris Godwin was pretty decent last year, so for a cheap one, that might be one you want to look at. Tyler Lockett, always very good. That 86 speed is nice, especially an 82 overall. Will be a little cheaper. Cooper Kupp, also an all right one. If I were you guys and I was looking at investing into a wide receiver, I would wait. We get so many good wide receivers towards the end of the year, and as the year goes on, so their prices will drop. So we're going to go to tight end. Take a look at what we got here. Of course, George Kittle. I love George Kittle. That card was a beast last year. I hope to pull him this year. I'm really hoping. Like I said, I run a 49ers theme team, so George Kittle would be huge for me. Travis Kelce, these two are going to be the most expensive, guarantee it. Zach Ertz was a beast last year, but that is a Rivals card. Then we got Gronk, who's back. I'd imagine this card is just going to be valuable based on it being Gronk. It's just going to have way too much value for what he really is. We got some team builders. Austin Hooper, Shannon Sharp as a MUT 21 reward. You must get this for free. I'm not entirely sure how you get it. And of course, another MUT 21 reward. Not many good tight ends this year, if I'm being honest. So it's kind of up to you. This one would be a huge investment. This would be, if you pull it, I'd keep it, just because tight ends are a niche kind of position. They don't really drop a lot of good tight ends. But if they have value and you need the coin, sell them for sure. And so that's about it for skill positions on the offensive end. Kind of all I wanted to go through today. Just kind of talk to you guys about. I'll have another video on the defensive, the more important, because you got your offensive linemen, like they're kind of whatever. Get who you want. Not, nothing crazy there. But in my next video, I'll definitely be going over what I see on the defensive end, who I think you guys should invest in, what I think. Like I said, I'm not a big Madden guy. I enjoy it, but I don't know a whole lot about it. But I know enough that I played pretty decent in Madden 20. I played pretty well in Weekend League and squads that I played with my friend. We enjoyed that, won a few Super Bowls with each other. But that's all I have for this video. Just wanted to go over the offensive skill positions that aren't linemen. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a comment down below on what cards you're looking to pick up in Madden 21. If you have EA access, you're able to play it this Friday. well, Thursday night. And if you have, well, I guess if you pre-ordered the game, you get to play it next Tuesday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave the comments down below, like I said, of who you guys are looking at picking up, what you're trying to do day one, challenges, online, head-to-head, what you doing, squads, what you rocking with. Subscribe if you're new here. Got daily videos every single day. Yeah, I appreciate all the love and support, and peace, y'all.